Whoa, I'm Chewy Mew, and welcome to my channel, but more specifically, welcome to another Chewy Mew review, where today I'm going to be taking a look at a figure that I got as a kid, which unfortunately it broke, and so I got another one on eBay. I got this one for like, I think $2.50, which is a steal. I'll put that up on the screen, and that figure is the Amazing Spider-Man, or Toybiz Spider-Man Classics, Hydro Man, with a gimmick, and we have this display base here. Bottoms to 2006 there. This figure's from 2006. And so the way I got this figure was, originally the way I got this figure was, I got this figure and the Electro figure from the same wave, which they both had a gimmick. The Electro had a slightly less crippling gimmick, which was pretty much just his arms were bent in right angles where you press a button on his elbow and he would shoot electric blasts. But, everything else on this guy was pretty much, consistent with normal Toybiz articulation. And this guy, I noticed he has a problem where if you look at his legs right here, this leg, the leg part is sticking out farther in this ball joint shaped leg compared to this one. So he doesn't stand up straight. His leg's kind of crooked. I'm going to try, fixing that out. I'll probably try, pulling it down the other leg so it kind of is consistent looking maybe. And so the reason I bought a replacement was because my original one, I one time left it out in our driveway, my parents' house, my house's driveway. It was in the driveway, and then my mom or dad, one of them, they drove out of the house, and it was laying there, in the driveway, and because it's kind of bluish, and our driveway was made out of rocks, it was like gravel, and it wasn't hard, it was these big, very smooth kind of rocks. If you stepped on them, they wouldn't poke you. They weren't comfortable because they were rocks, but it wasn't, bumpy rocks. It was smooth rocks intended for a driveway. And so it was laying there, and it kind of blended in because the rocks were kind of like a bluish, like a shiny blue. Looks kind of like, kind of like this color, honestly. Kind of like this metallic color in a way, which looked pretty nice. And so it was laying there, and of course it blended in, just laying there like that. And they backed up in their truck, and they ran over the figure because they didn't see it. And it completely shattered his torso because of his gimmick. The torso in here is completely hollow. And his arms are also hollow because the gimmick allowed him to shoot water through it. And the arms and the torso completely shattered, and pretty much all that survived of this figure was the head, his hands, because they're hard plastic, and his legs, because they didn't get run over. So the torso got completely shattered, and so did his arms. And there was no way to fix that, which I don't know how the head and the legs didn't break and run over by a truck, which a truck tire is significantly bigger than this figure. I think they went over this way, and the head and the feet somehow survived. But that was before I knew how to fix figures, but even if that happened nowadays, I couldn't fix that because it was shattered like glass. It was like chunks of plastic. And even if you super glued it back together, it wouldn't work the same, And so there was no way to fix this poor figure. And so what I did was I have this big Ziploc bag, probably the size of a pretty big Ziploc bag, smaller than a grocery bag. And I saved the head, the legs. I saved pieces of broken figures or broken toys in general, like Power Rangers and these guys and stuff. And when they break, I save the pieces in there, and that's how I can repair other figures that if they have a broken joint or something that needs fixing, I'll use a body part. Like his head, I used it for a custom figure, which I'll be reviewing soon. Which I made that custom using his head because I feel like it kind of fits that character. But either way, so that's the sad fate. This original one that I had, I think that's proper. Yeah, the figure that was happened to it, so I bought another one, And I think the reason I bought it was not only because it was so cheap, it kind of, it showed up in going on eBay. I go on eBay sometimes to see if I can find good figure deals, which honestly, I rarely do. This is one of the few times I did. I also got the Man Spider. Another figure I'm going to be reviewing soon. I get lucky sometimes and I buy figures. There's not too many I want. But there are some that I want to buy. I want to buy the manga Spider-Man because I think that looks really cool. But I'm looking for figures, and this one showed up in items you might be interested in or something like that on eBay, something recommended kind of stuff. And there was this guy for $3.50. I think it was $4.50, and I was like, yeah, I might buy that. Put it in my watch list. And then the guy selling it gave me an offer for $2.50. So I was like, of course I'm buying that. The shipping was $5. But, $8.50 for this figure is pretty good, plus tax, around maybe $9. But, the shipping was $5, I don't know, but I ended up paying, maybe $8.50, maybe $9. That's a pretty good deal for this figure, which this figure's kind of meh. And $2.50 for a figure. I'm going to give you guys a pro tip. If you can find a figure, even if a figure that's kind of meh, and it's $2.50 and the shipping is cheap enough, buy it. You know, buy it. If it's going to be less than $10, just buy it. Like this one. It's like an impulse buy that it's like so cheap. I'm going to buy it. And, you know, I get a replacement of this. Which, also the Electro figure that I think that one, I don't know what happened to that one, but that one got destroyed too, where all that survived was his head. And I used his legs to make my custom, a new Goblin figure. And his head, I used it. Actually, I don't think I've used his head, but either way, I want to buy another one of those guys. I've seen one pretty cheap on eBay. I've seen one like brand new in packaging for $10 with $10 shipping, so like 20 bucks and brand new. That's a pretty good deal too. I might in the future maybe buy it, you know, if I feel like I should, if I want to spend like 20 bucks on that, which I think that'd be pretty good. Let me know if you think I should buy that figure. You know, let me know if you should think. Let me know if you think I should buy that Electro figure, because I think that one's. Like, I think it might possibly be kind of as good as a Sinister Six box set, maybe more. But either way, enough about him. Let's talk about this guy. Take a look at the face here. Pretty good, angry-looking face. I don't really know much about Ultimate Hydro Man, because this is Ultimate Hydro Man. I don't know too much about him, and I'm also kind of glad that Toybiz, they made some Ultimate figures. They didn't just go for, you know, your regular good old, you know, classic 616 universe. They went for Ultimate Universe figures, like I have here on my desk, the Ultimate Lizard. And also have the Ultimate Rhino. I have some other Ultimate Spider-Man figures, and I'm really glad that they didn't just give you, you know, all just, you know, regular 616 figures like this guy. They gave the Ultimate Hydro Man version, which as a kid, you know, the Hydro Man from the cartoon looked like this guy, which this is the, I think it's the Molten Man Build-A-Figure wave from like the Spider-Man Homecoming series. This figure, the Absorbing Man, I think he was in the, or no, Hydro Man. I think he was in the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure. Was that who it was? Like the big golden globby looking monster dude. Pair the two together, this one's taller. And I like this one more. I like this one too, just because, you know, it's Toybiz and I had this one as a kid. But I have to admit, this one I think is a better looking figure. Like his, he doesn't have a gimmick. His arms don't have as good much of articulation as, you know, typical Hasbro figures. Like he doesn't have the double jointed elbow, but that's pretty much about it. But, you know, with how good this guy looks, you know, very good hands, very big hands. Looks kind of like, this honestly looks like something you'd kind of get from Toybiz. You know, getting, you know, these kind of hands. The hounds come out, which I wish they would have given you more hand options, which, you know, Toybiz would do that. But this is more, you know, like classic comic books. Looks a little bit like the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. That one had more blonde hair, but, you know, pretty similar looking. Might even take inspiration from that. But I like this one more. I like the design too, but I'm glad that Toybiz took some risks. You know, Toybiz took some risks which were kind of dumb. Like this figure, this could have had some, you know, wasted potential, but Toybiz always liked going for gimmicks when they could. The gimmicks were like real lifestyle gimmicks. Like, you know, the aerial flipping Spider-Man, where you hook him to like this, kind of like this, you hook him to this thing and he would like slide down. He would do like a flip or something. And like the spin kick Spider-Man, where you twist his leg and then he would kick like Dr. Octopus's tentacles or stuff. Or you press a button and Shocker shoots missiles, like Scorpion shoots missiles from his tail. Or like, you know, the Green Goblin glider shoots missiles or stuff, you know? I'm glad that they went for different stuff like that. Like with gimmicks, they didn't just go for like, oh, his eyes light up, you know? But they went for, you know, cool tactile gimmicks. Like this one, you actually have to go to your bathroom, fill this up with water, and then shooting it at none other than the... Where is he? I think I left him in the bathroom. So I got this cup of water here, and I rubbed some of this Sharpie. You can see the blue, and hopefully it's noticeable. I also have my Spider-Man here to be the test subject. This is not a condom. Put that there. We're going to put this Spider-Man boy, my first ever Spider-Man figure, which I show him in every video because he deserves to be there. And he's going to be the test subject. Okay, there we go. We got him to stand. This open. There's a string in there. When you pull it, you can. It's hard to see, but there's a ball, and you just pour the water in here. Okay. Of me playing with a toy. While you're screwing it back on. I'm going to plug this on Hydro Man, and this is how the gimmick looks when you do it. You press it down. Able to knock over Spider-Man with this gimmick. Let's do this. Will it knock him down? Let's try. Oh! Yeah, and keep shooting him. Woo! And there you go, and after you play with this thing, your bathroom looks like a mess. I got kind of messed up there. So yeah, I'll see you back at my desk. Yeah, so let's go over his articulation. Or like, first let's look at his body. So, I like that he has like this kind of like arc reactor thing like Iron Man. He has like this nice texture there. Kind of looks like I was just about to say something, I just forgot. Looks like I know there's like, isn't there like a certain superhero that has like a costume kind of like this? Kind of like Iron Man a little bit, where he has like, the inside part is one color, then the arm part is a different color. He has like these gauntlets. I think it's a cool looking figure. I don't really know anything about Ultimate Spider-Man. Pretty much all I know about Ultimate Spider-Man is the Green Goblin looks like an evil Hulk and that Spider-Man dies. That's pretty much all I know about Ultimate Spider-Man, and then Miles Morales becomes Spider-Man. That's pretty much all I know. And that Venom eats people, and he's like purple, and then he turns, and he's purple in there. And Carnage looks like some kind of weird demon creature, and he kills Gwen. The Ultimate Spider-Man comic books are messed up. They kill like everyone. That's messed up. That's horrible. But yeah, so he doesn't have peg holes either, which kind of sucks. You can't put him on a display base, which, I mean, but let's take a look at his articulation. The head rotates all the way around. He has a hinge in the neck. If you look at my camera, my tripod isn't standing all the way up. It's kind of like hunched over. The way I hooked it to my shower curtain for that part. What the heck? It feels like something feels off here. Like that. Yeah, so he has rotation here in the neck, hinge in the neck. The arms go up. They go up. That's it. Rotation here in his waist. The legs kick up pretty good. They have a very good like ratchet. You hear that? Good like ratchet joint there. He can do the splits. The rotation here in the upper leg. Double bend in the knee. A hinge in his boot. Pretty good hinge. Very good hinge, actually. That's a very good hinge. This one here, this one here moves a lot better than the one here. I don't know why. Like, this one moves a lot freer. This one feels a lot stiffer. The foot goes forward and back really good. The toe bends up. It doesn't bend down. It might bend down, but you might break the plastic, so don't do that. Note to self. And then this thing has this is all hard plastic here. Pretty nice hard plastic. And then this bottom part is like this nice rubbable, bendable rubber plastic. Rubbable. It's rubbable. Yeah, you can rub it. Then the bottom, it says Toybiz Worldwide there. Please don't complain about the articulation because he's not trying to be superposable. He's trying to be just, cool, like, fun toy you stick in your bathtub and just exploit your bathtub's weakness where you just keep pumping the figure and you get infinite water. That's a cheat code, Stick him in the water and you just pump the crap out of this guy onto the bathtub and then you get unlimited water. That's a cheat code. I should do that in a future video. Let me know if you want to see me doing that in a video where I'm sitting in my bathtub spraying the piss out of this figure. Okay, guys, that's going for this video. I will see you guys in the next review. Wow.